Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. Coaches like to say no game is more important than any other. When you have a couple of top 10 teams ready to square off, yeah, that one carries a little more weight. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Texas Longhorns. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Longhorns will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball. Up to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running inside. It's Hill. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Picks up the first down. Maybe a crease. The 30. Running inside the 20. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
And these big plays are created first and foremost by the hog mollies up front. The guys who never get credit, the big boys, the big nasties, the big uglies, they put their hand in the dirt. They go after those defensive linemen, create some holes where the runners can make plays, can get in space, can make these huge chunks.
The Ducks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. In the red area, it's Hill. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to pick up a first down. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Big guy smells it. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down.
Well, I got to give the defense credit on that. 3rd down, they were almost anticipating some throws to the outside. They took it all away, so they forced the quarterback to go into the middle of the field on the drag route where everybody could converge on the receiver and make the tackle short of the 1st down.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Moore to throw for it on 4th down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
And I think that's going to be a frustrating drive for this offense, man. You move the ball on your first possession right down the field, and you choose to be aggressive, and you choose to go for the touchdown. But now you get nothing out of this possession. The defense gets the stop. They get some momentum going in their favor.
Here Here's Brown to begin the drive. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Now on the move. He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to Brown. There he goes. They'll drag him down, but that sweet little spin move gives him 9.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Nine-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. They go to the ground. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Longhorns have this offense rolling. A give to Brown. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Throwing Manning. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And it won't make the connection going for the big play.
It's incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Longhorns send out the punt unit. Not only did he nail it, the direction is perfect as it heads to the sideline.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
Yeah, and I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse. And
he's going to take a shot. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Hand off for Brown. Could be an alley. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. Brings it down on the right side. Off and running. Touchdown, Ducks. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Yeah, and if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. To throw, Manning. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Caught over the middle. It's Brown. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Here's a heat. He'll pull it down. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
It's so hard to defend these guys. You know, it's 1st and 10. Everything's available to you. You don't know if it's run or pass, and then you add in the scrambling element with the quarterback. He does a great job scrambling outside, getting outside the pocket, and then at the end of the play, not taking a hit, getting a first down, new set of downs for the offense.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Give to the running back. Finding some room. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
I'll tell you, when I hear Texas football, I think about Bevo and I think about great running backs, man. Earl Campbell, Ricky Williams, Jamal Charles, Bijan Robinson. This dude seems like he's the next guy in that long list of game breakers at the position. He's got everything you look for in a great running back.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And how about that, guys? Like, make no bones about it. Bring in the big bodies, goal line personnel. Like, we're going to pound you right between the eyeballs. Sometimes people get aggressive on 2nd and short and take shots. This offense said, nah, we want to get the first down, and we want to get it now.
And the Longhorns will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Manning with a play fake. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Running back looking for the end zone to the left. Back's going for the goal line. And they stop him just short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 1.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's 3rd and goal. The give. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollard.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
And as they come to the line here, they're passing on a surefire field goal attempt. They'd better pay it off with 6. They'll call a timeout. Play clock running short. It was down to 5 before the stoppage. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. Here's Brown. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And the coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute, get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
The AT unit on the field. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Oh, he missed it. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he muffs it, it's loose. Fumble into the end zone, defense right there to jump on it, and they'll bring it out to the 20 after the touchback. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. He lofts one down the sideline. He's got it down the right side. Carried it all the way down to the 35-yard line before they finally got him stopped. What a nice throw there, just carving up the defense. You make these types of passes downfield, and it reminds me of Justin Herbert just carving up Arizona State for nearly 5 bills.
Yeah, just making big plays in the passing game. This offense is built on the run. It always has been. It always will be. That's what the Ducks hang their hat on. But making those explosive plays down the field when the defense slips up and loses a little bit of eye discipline.
Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
It's incomplete, almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Safe completion on the screen. Breaks into the open. Brought down inside the 15. Mark it at the 14-yard line. Now a 4th down decision to be made by this offense.
And that's why, as a defense, you want to set up 3rd and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football, and they're able to make a tackle.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Right down the boulevard. The lead is down to a field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Manning. Here's the pressure. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw, it's Manning. It's complete. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Again, it's Brown. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Now Oregon will call its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. My goodness, he unloads on that one. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Dante Moore. Snagged in the middle. It's Hill. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
On the gun, on 3rd down, Dante Moore. He makes the grab.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Moore to the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Makes the catch. It's Hooks. A solid pickup there. Works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. Back open in the middle. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Dante Moore lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. They're working that left side. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Manning on play action. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. There he goes. He's at the 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Brown. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here's Arch to throw. Makes the grab. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Manning tries to pick it up on third down. Touchdown, Longhorn! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
Coaches talk all the time about finishing halves. Man, that is perfect execution down the stretch. Take the lead, take most of the clock, and you get the ball coming out. Way to close this first half. Great execution.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just enough time to get off one final play in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Through his progression into the back. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Arch is going to throw for it. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Looking for more room. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick six certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You've got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. You're exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
Handoff to the single back. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers.
There's some room. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
He's got it on the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Longhorns are flying down the field. He might want another play. Turning it on. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Manning to throw. Here comes the heat. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put them down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when...
Snags it, and he's open. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Jekyll and Hyde for this offense and for this quarterback, right? Pick 6 on the last drive. You saw on the sidelines the coach is talking to him, really trying to pick his spirits up. I don't know what they said to him, but whatever it was, it worked because this drive is looking really good here by the offense, and what a beautiful throw there by the quarterback.
And the Longhorns trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Arch Madness unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. If you're you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So a drive there of 85 yards, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Coming out with it, it's Hill. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Throwing more. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so faster after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Moore will throw. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. The Ducks will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. He'll field the punt. Makes a move. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
And, man, you got to love the way the defense just took this field. Like, offense scores, cuts into the lead, and they had some juice, some energy, flying around, being physical, everybody getting to the football, and now forcing the punt and a chance to give the ball back to their offense to do some damage.
And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Moore. That's caught. It's Johnson. There he goes. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40.
Man, this has been a fun one to watch, guys. This is quarterback play at a high level. It's fun to watch guys that are executing, that are going through their progressions, making big play after big play. Both these guys, you got to tip your cap because the quarterback play so far today has been absolutely outstanding.
Moore to the air. Got it. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Now here's more. Punts it out of the air. At the 20, he's got space. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Play action. Here's Manning. Quarterback now breaking the field. Got his man downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Man, we're watching a quarterback duel here. Both of these guys are absolutely slinging it every time they're on the field. Now it's this guy's turn, and he's taking advantage of the opportunities. This defense has not had an answer for him. They're not getting enough pressure on him. And when he has this kind of time, he is just going to carve you up.
A shot for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. The receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Davison. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Final stanza of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Here's Moore to throw. Flips it out to the back. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1. The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Moore will throw. It's complete. Breaks into the open. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
Dante Moore. Quick completion on the out.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Again, it's Moore. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Touchdown, Oregon. They move on top here in the fourth. The Ducks with the answer.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Throwing Manning. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Just a short pass to the tight end. Just steamrolling the defense. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. To throw, Manning. Makes the grab. At the 40, there he goes. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
To the air, it's Manning. Throws to the tight end. Working the middle. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
This this defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Under fire. Gets rid of it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Manning. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown, Longhorns! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. The Longhorns with a huge score to answer.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
He'll set up to throw. And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty flag down, and I think the offense is going to pick up the first down as defense was offside. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. To the ground. He's got it again. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Throwing more. He's got... It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Dude, you're in such a great position. You got the lead. Clock's winding down. I got to put some drives together. The last thing I can do is give the ball back to the other team. Horrible fumble. Big-time costly mistake.
Oh, he's got some space. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Back to pass. It's Manning. Finds his tight end.
Well, this defense is trying to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working. That last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
The Longhorns have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking for space. It's Smothers. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Quarterback may change this route. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll leave it with the lone back. Runs through a tackle. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. Just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Now Oregon will call its second timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play?
Here we go, ready. Blue 30, blue 30. Freeze. Ready, go.
Takes the handoff. It smothers. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Just going to keep it after the snap. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
Man, that's a nice job by this defense. Aggressive, all near the line of scrimmage, taking away all the space. And that's a big stop. Now you're only down 1. Now a field goal, in turn, can go give you the lead in the 4th quarter.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Moore. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Well, that is exactly what you want to see by the wide receiver in this situation of the game. 2 minute, you're down in possession, no timeouts, so you've got to be able to get first downs to stop the clock or get out of bounds, and the receiver knew exactly what to do.
Finds the tight end.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
Firing to the right, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. In the gun on 3rd down, Moore makes the grab. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points. Everybody wants the big play in this situation, Jesse, but he was smart. Catch, first down, out of bounds.
Yeah, and you just got to know where you are on the field, right? Reese, great awareness by the receiver, making the catch, getting out of bounds as fast as possible.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication,
snags it, and there's running room. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game.
Great job of spatial awareness and understanding the situation of the game, too. down in a 2-minute situation with no timeouts. Somehow, some way, you have got to get out of bounds. Really nice effort there by the receiver.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Ducks! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. The Ducks with the answer.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34.
Ready, ready. Cue, cue. Booster, booster. Go.
Here's Arch to throw. Pocket breaking down. It's complete to the right. That's not the way they drew it up. They get the clock stopped, but a loss of yardage does not help in the waning moments.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Dropping back, it's Manning. He wants a big play here late. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And, man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But, golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field to give yourself a chance, an opportunity to maybe be successful at the end of this football game.
Third down from the gun, Manning. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. Might be changing the route. Fourth down, Manning. Pressure coming. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.